Hi, my name is Julia Funk, and I'm going to be talking about everyday heroism and what I believe makes a hero. According to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, heroism is heroic conduct, especially as exhibited in fulfilling a high purpose or attaining a noble end. And according to dictionary.com, heroism is great bravery. However, there is a quote cited by many that I much prefer over these definitions. It's always along the lines of ordinary people doing extraordinary things. To me, being a hero isn't as grand as we make it out to be, and I believe many people are heroes even if they don't think that they are. People who we often believe to be everyday heroes are people like firefighters, law enforcement, doctors, nurses, and of the like. However, just because their job is heroic, it doesn't exempt them from doing unheroic things. Heroism can be exhibited by anyone who tries. In an article by Zeno Franco and Philip Zimbardo, the idea of heroic elect is considered. This is essentially the idea that those who commit heroic actions are far superior to their fellow citizen. It is, of course, also debunked in the article. Part of the problem with the way we tend to view heroism is that we assume it is something that other people do and it doesn't apply to us. In my opinion, we tend to think less of ourselves and more of others. We think, oh, somebody else will take care of that, hence the bystander effect. Or I'm not qualified to step up, they won't want my help. The problem with this ideology is that we are essentially preventing ourselves from being heroes. The title of this article is The Banality of Heroism. Banality can be translated to unoriginality, and the adjective banal goes as far as to say something is so unoriginal it is boring. So in the article, the authors are trying to present the idea of considering heroism as something that anyone and everyone can accomplish. In doing this, people will be more likely to act on heroic impulses and not feel themselves inferior to their fellow bystander. So going back to the original definitions of heroism that I stated, nobility, or being noble in character, is a core aspect of what heroism stands for. Even in the article just mentioned, Franco and Zimbardo highlight the fact that heroism has to do with achieving what they call a noble purpose. Although being noble is something I would say is important to strive for, if we fixate on the idea that to be a hero you must have a noble purpose, it can be easy to fall back into that bystander effect way of thinking. The average citizen typically would not consider themselves to be noble, and I think many people would agree when I say it sounds a bit dramatic. However, this is not to say we shouldn't work toward nobility. Yet, if we have the mindset that only the noble are meant to be heroes, the idea of the banality of heroism seems to vanish, and along with it, the chance of everyday people stepping up to be heroes. So, what does being an everyday hero mean to me? As I stated earlier, heroism doesn't have to be grand. It certainly can be, but often simple acts can be heroic. Holding the elevator door open for a stranger, returning a lost wallet to the owner, pulling over to help someone jumpstart their car. Mundane things like this can be heroic, considering most people are not thrilled with the idea of helping a stranger. This and the mindset that someone else can help or they won't want my help prevent us from being what we call heroes in waiting. To be a hero in waiting, we must first scrap this mindset and begin to believe that we can be the help that people need. Instead of just driving past the car on the side of the road or avoiding eye contact with the person walking toward the elevator, pulling over to help with the broken down car or holding the elevator door open are simple ways to practice this mindset. What does it mean to be a hero in waiting? To me, being a hero in waiting is being aware of your own heroic capabilities. And with this awareness, not shying away from any opportunities to be a hero. We must remember that we are just as capable to be a hero as any other bystander. And with this in mind, we can become heroes in waiting, ready to jump into heroism given the opportunity.